Last year we finished as comfortable champions of the Sky Bet League 2. And this year we are predicted to finish in 7th place of the Sky Bet League 1. But I want to push for the automatic promotion spots, getting straight to the championship. But I mean, if we do start pretty dodgily this season, I'm going to quickly think that, playoff is pretty respectable for a promoted side. Hey guys, and welcome back to the 13th episode of the FM22 Salford City Road to Glory with me, Raxall FM, where today we are jumping into the first 2 games of our season in the League 2. Well, no, it's the League 1 now, isn't it, boys and girls? Before we jump into that though, please make sure that you do smash the like button on today's episode and subscribe to the Raxall FM YouTube channel for the daily-ish Football Manager content that will be coming your way with this series, as well as transfer guides every now and then. I mean, it's pretty consistent for me at the moment, but it's... I don't know, it's just what I say, isn't it? It just is. I've been saying that for a while now, so, it's just kind of rolls off the tongue when I go to say stuff. Can we please smash 10 likes on today's episode to start the season on a high? We're also going to potentially be making some transfers after yesterday's transfer special. We haven't quite completed all of our business, but we've got a couple of things that we did get across the line. I just realised I did lie. We're playing against Exeter and then in the Carabao Cup. So, they're not quite completely true, but I didn't lie that much. Well, I did kind of lie, actually. I said we'd be starting our first 2 games of the season. No, I did actually say League 1, didn't I? Yeah, no, I specifically said League 1. Let's move on from that, boys and girls. There's absolutely nothing that has happened since last time we saw each other, because we just wrapped up the transfer window, and now we're jumping into our first game, and it's against Exeter City, who I believe aren't predicted to be finishing too highly in this competition. They are predicted to finish 21st. They came up with us last year, and they might be going straight back down. So you know what? This is a good team to start our season off with, and this is the team that we're going to be starting our season off with. We've got Richards, our top goal scorer from last year, our absolute star striker, hoping to bag a couple in the first game of the series. It's Jacobs out on the left wing. Sorry, season. It bothered me that I said series. I needed to backtrack and say season. We've got Jacobs on the left-hand side, Henderson and Cam. Crowley over on the right-hand side with Draher, Robson, Clark, Jones, Turnbull, Toure, and Kovar in between the sticks. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 debutants in today's match, with a couple of players who are new to the club on the bench as well. We've got McLaughlin over there. I might actually put Lund on the bench. No offence, McLaughlin, but you weren't the best signing I've ever made, so you're not even going to make an appearance. So just one other potential debutant on the bench, actually 2, but I doubt much is going to be bringing much to the team as a reserve goalkeeper. But we're going to see what happens in this game anyway. We'll give Jones number 4, and Jebison can have 48. Sounds good to me. Let's jump into the first game of the League 1. I mean, does it really count if you're versing a team that you literally versed last year? I mean, not really. They have Tom King. Yeah, that's a player we sold because he wasn't good enough for us. So it shows a level of ability of the club that we're versing here. But you never know what's going to happen. Away from home, I shouldn't be too cocky. Let's see what happens in our first game in the new season, in the new division, with the new players. Crowley playing it into Henderson. Richards linking up just like they did last year and scoring just like he did last year. Rodell Richards. They said that he would not be good enough for this division. They said that he was past it. They said he was a one-season wonder. But I tell you what, if he keeps doing exactly what he's been doing in this season so far, scoring every 2 minutes, he will score, hold on, no, I'm getting the maths out, the 45 a game, and then there's 45 teams. So, I don't know, there's 46 games. He'll score 2,070 goals. I mean, he's already not continued that goal scoring form, but you know what I'm saying. He has the potential to score that many if he continued playing as well as he did in the first few minutes of the season. Although it doesn't look like it's going quite that well anymore, but we're still doing a very good job of attacking the side. Kovar picks up the ball, and I'm sure he's going to be looking for a long kick here. He is, and I think Rodell Richards doesn't. I thought he was going to get on to the end of it, but he doesn't. But we could be winning it back at some point here. Pask playing it all the way back to King, our former man. clearing it long and giving it back to us. Oh, I love that from him. He's always bleeding the red of Salford, and he's always letting Rodell Richards score, but from offside positions this time. That seemed very close to me. I thought he was on. Let's take a look at that again. He's on. I'm sorry, but he just is on. I'm a little gutted by that one because there's a really nice through ball again by Henderson, almost exactly the same as the first goal that we scored, but this time it is apparently illegal. I mean, I don't think it is, but we'll go with it anyway. Yep, sure, Football Manager, you can take our goals. As long as they don't score here, they have scored here. Now I am fuming. That was not offside, Football Manager, and they have just scored their first shot of the game, I imagine. It's an absolute joke. You can't take away our goal like that. They've just put in a terrible ball over the top. Our goalkeeper doesn't know what he's doing. And now we're down. Well, it's a draw. We shouldn't even be a goal down. We've lost the clean sheet in the first game of the season. I'm disappointed by this, Football Manager. If you can't tell, I'm angered. And now they're on the attack again. Do not let them score again. If they score again, I'll be even more fuming. They've headed it miles wide of the post. And that is the sort of side that we are conceding to. A team that gets into the mixer and hits it about 40 yards wide of the post. It's not looking good for us. It's not looking good for them either. But it's certainly not looking good for us because we're drawing to the terrible team. At least the terrible team are finding a way of making their terribleness count towards them and getting them some sort of results. I want to see a goal here. Henderson through to Richards. He's already put the ball into the back of the net twice. You can't do it there though. And Clark at his right back position plays it into Henderson looking for another assist and he gets it. It's Rodell Richards putting it into the back of the net again and it is now 2-1, exactly where we should be in the lead. I mean, I would have liked a 2-goal lead at this point, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. I think Henderson has been one of the better players in this match so far with an 8.3 rating. Wow. He has started the season very tidily. And I think we're starting this season generally very tidily, but we just need to keep it up for the second half. See what the boys can do. I might be making some substitutes. Unfortunately, Jacobs doesn't look like he's having the best debut, so he might be the first man to make way. Actually, by maybe. I mean, he literally is going to be the first player to make way. We'll play Ibe as a attacking inside forward just to give us a bit more attacking threat. That might be one thing that we're lacking in those wing positions. I think I do really need a new winger. It's not what we need in those spots. I signed Jacobs and I don't think he's great, to be honest. His stats aren't terrible. His star rating's decent, but I don't know. I don't back him. I don't like too much about him, so I wouldn't mind getting a new left winger in there. I'm definitely looking at it in the transfer market, and I think it's been proven with today's performance. But we'll see what happens with this chance. It could be Jordan Ibe playing out on that left-hand side for the rest of the season if he plays well in this match. He's almost getting on the ball as Toure, I'm sure, is going to be looking to him. Henderson finds him. He just about loses the ball, but we get it straight back. Crawley's in, but I believe he was... No, he was offside. Yeah, no, did think he was offside. Comfortably offside that time. I don't feel the need to look at that. No, I will look at the replay, but it's pretty clear. Yep, a fair distance offside. I'm not going to claim that one wasn't offside, boys and girls. We'll make our second substitution of the game, though, as Clark is picking up a knock, and he's on the ball right now. I don't want that to be aggravated, so he's coming straight off. And Turnbull's also looking tired, so East Ham can come on for him. Now, I feel like that's all the substitutions I feel a desperate need to make in this game. With 20 minutes to go, we've made all of them, which is slightly risky, especially with the gegenpress tactic where injuries do come quite easily. Oh, and we've conceded. I can't tell if this is like all against the run of play, but I feel like it is. I feel like we shouldn't be drawing this game based off what we're seeing in the highlights, but the XG does suggest they're doing all right. The stats aren't even that heavily in our favour. I just keep seeing us getting good chances, and we've scored 2 offside goals this game. You know, like from what I'm seeing, we're dominant, but it's just not happening on the scoreline, and they're almost putting it into the back of the net there. I'm going to demand more from the boys. I want us to win this first game of the season, and we could be doing it in very dramatic fashion if it's coming down to the 83rd minute. Come on, boys, let's get another chance. Let's see something. You know, I'm going to get an attacking mentality going. And can I make another shout? I don't think I can make another shout. I think that's all we can do. I think we've just started our season with a draw. I think it's a disappointing draw as well, unfortunately. I'm not happy with that. It should have been a win. I believe that we started our year last year with a draw, I want to say. If we did, that's going to make me feel a lot better about myself. Because I think if memory serves me correctly, it was an undeserved draw. Again, see, look, it's a theme. It's a theme going on here. Look at that. That's even worse than this one. To be fair, they had a higher XG than us in today's game. But, you know, generally speaking, I think we should have won that game. Just because I'm not biased and I'm fair. And now I want to go win a game of football against Barnsley, who are in the Championship and the Carabao Cup. Sounds easy enough. We've made another transfer window deal, and this one I'm very chuffed about. McKelney, a man who never played that well for us last season, has been sold for £40,000, only averaged a 6.95, not one of my favourite players. I'm very happy to be rid of him for that sort of fee. It's the only deal that we've completed. There is other bids coming in for Fagan Walcott, so I'm hoping he picks us, but right now we need to focus on the Barnsley game, and this is a team that we're going with. Very rotated, but still kind of back the boys. I don't know, something about us being at home, something about our team makes me think that we can do it under any circumstances, even against a championship club. Let's see if we can do it. It is a big ask, I will admit, because I have massively rotated the side, and they have some very nice players, like Walton. I actually know who he is, so it's a bit concerning, isn't it? But there's a chance coming our way early on in the game. Touré's starting at that left back position, I just realised, so would have been nice if he got a bit of a rest, but that's okay. Jordan Ibe cutting inside, playing it back into Barnby, into Lund. The combo from last year coming back into play in this cup competition. Morris Hunter hits it from range and puts it into the back of the net, and we're 1-0 up in the Carabao Cup against the championship side within just 6 minutes and 30 seconds. However, we all know what happened last time we went up early. It's not quite that early this time, but it's still very early, so I don't want to see us crumble like we did in the last game and concede 2 goals. Maybe that Fagan Walcott signing is quite crucial for us being a good football club, but it is Barnsley, I forgot what we were versing for a second, on the ball right now, playing it back between their centre-backs, keeping a hold of the ball. I don't mind it from them. I don't like that, though. Oh my goodness, it's hit the woodwork. I really did think it was going to go into the back of the net. I don't want to see any more of that kind of football. That was too nice. We're more used to just smashing it like that and hoping it goes into the back of the net. This time, not quite. Morris Skinner, great save out of the goalkeeper, don't get me wrong, but not quite putting it into the back of the net, where we do kind of, you know, want the balls to generally be going. 20 minutes to go in this first half, and it's looking like we're going to be ending it just up. And the XG does suggest that maybe we don't quite deserve it, but you got to be there to finish your dinner, and it is Hunter that finishes dinner splendidly in today's game so far, but they could be attacking us now. They're a championship side, let's not forget. Is that Brandon Williams? I think it is. How is that? Is that Charlie? That's Charlie Masonda. We've conceded to Charlie Masonda, the Chelsea man. I think they have Brendan Williams, the guy from Man United. No, okay, that makes me feel slightly better about myself. But I actually know who Charlie Musonda is as well. You know, like, this is concerning. And I don't know how we're even in this game, boys and girls. I know half of these players. I have no idea who any of our players are, no offence. I mean, I know who you are now, but before this game, I had no idea who any... I'm kind of digging myself into a hole, aren't I, boys and girls? Alright, let's continue with the match, and it's them on the ball. I don't want to see any more attacking chances. I'd like to see some from us, because it's been a bit dead from us recently, and now we're on the ball. This is why I like to see Hunter. Oh my goodness, this man. It's just, he's feeling good about himself today, clearly. He's woken up on the right side of the bed. He feels confident, and I don't mind it if he's going to be hitting the woodwork and scoring goals like he has been so far in this game. But with 60 minutes gone, I think it might be time for me to make a substitution, but not before this highlight. East Ham on the ball, moving it forward, over into Turnbull, who knows how to control the pace of a game and is not proving it there at all. Palmer, Cole, oh no, Turnbull. I really backed you there to like create a chance, find a pass, not lose it is kind of the key that I expected you to. That was the bare minimum that I expected you to do, and you kind of lost it. So that's not handy for me, not handy for the team, not handy for this game at all. Oh, Williams clears it long. I think that's the end of this highlight. I mean, it's not even a highlight. It's just I made a tactical change and they faked creating a highlight there. My cat's chewing my headphones. Sorry, nah. I'm sorting this right now. I know that there is an important game going on, but I like those headphones, and I'm not having a breaking them. She broke our Christmas lights, and I don't want my headphones to go down the same path. So, I think it might have positively influenced us here. As Richards goes through on goal, I thought he might have scored, but he doesn't quite put it into the back of the net. I've got 2 substitutions left, so Oter is coming on, and we're also bringing Dera on, and we'll move those players into those positions. Come on, a couple more minutes, one last chance. I think it goes straight to penalties as well if we manage to score here. So Hunter plays it into Lund. Let's just get a lucky shot. Something happening for us. Shepherd over back into Lund. Eastham moving it into Turnbull. He has to redeem himself. And that pass isn't, redeeming that much, but it wasn't losing it and leading to a goal. So I respect him for that. Hunter, the goal scorer for us, switches it over to Crowley. And they're doing a very good job of just keeping us out. But we just need one good pass to go through. Morris could be doing that right here, right now. Plays it back into Lund. Crowley, De Gea, plays it back into Shepherd. We're knocking it around very well. And we eventually have the shot. And we eventually score the goal. Let's go, boys and girls. We could be taking this all the way to the penalty shootout. And let's bring it back down to a balanced mentality. Hoping that we do take it to a penalty shootout. Because that's probably our best chance of going through. We're going to penalties. And as per usual, it's a Football Manager gods that are going to be making the decision. It's a lottery. Let's take a look at it. They're stepping up first. I think that statistically, it's better to take penalties first. Oh, and they've proven it there by scoring the first one. I mean, I shouldn't be that disheartened. It's just one penalty. As long as Morris doesn't miss this one, we are absolutely fine. He missed. Yep, I had to say that, didn't I? I really had to say that. I knew I'd say that and something bad would happen. But, what are the odds of that actually happening? Come on, Football Manager. They hear me. They can literally hear me. They're just mugging me off. And no, Oter, he's going to score. Trust me, boys and girls. That was nervy. It was very close to a save. Come on. Let's make you a hero much. You haven't done much in this entire save so far. Gosh, I love the much puns. He hasn't done much there. And it's 3-2 on the night. It's 3-1 on the night for penalties, unfortunately. But Lund can make it 3-2. I wouldn't mind that. That's not terrible. It's not terrible. If we make a save, if they miss, we're straight back into it. Palmer, I believe he got an assist in this game. Is he going to be scoring a goal? He is going to be scoring a goal. And now we need to be scoring this, because if we don't, we're out of the Carabao Cup. I mean, I'm not expecting us to, win the whole thing. But I'd like to stay in the competition for as long as we can. Drahir stepping up to the plate. He's a new player this season. Does he have it in him? Does he have the bottle? He does have the bottle. But now it's down to Much. Much needs to save it, or at least put the taker off enough. And it is Thomas stepping up to the plate. I have no idea who he is. Thomas means nothing to me. There's one of the most basic names of all time as well. It's like saying James. Oh yeah, no, I know him. Don't I? I know about 3 young average Thomases, but this Thomas has scored. Oh, for goodness sake, that's just... I thought we were actually going to come back into that, but we were just unlucky. It's a better side than us, but it just wasn't a good start to the year, was it? I was hoping for better results than that. I was thinking maybe a cheeky win here, maybe a penalty win here. No, a draw here, and a penalty loss here. But there will be more transfers in tomorrow's episode, and there will be more games. So make sure you do like this video and subscribe so you don't miss any of that. For now, I'm going to go play some FIFA to cool down from Football Manager. Although that will probably make me raged in a whole different way. Thank you guys so much for watching. Just like and subscribe. I appreciate all your support. I'll see you all later.